day. Welcome to Nation's Voice Tower. My name is Angelo, your anchor. I have a sort of confirmation from what I gave you earlier on because I had to make this move so as to really clear the doubts of lots of people, especially few of our viewers that have issues in believing information that come from this platform. But joke aside, I'm trying to depict the fact that the issue or the update I gave on the NBA president, Barrister Mikel, has been confirmed. So take a seat and listen to this because this will blow your mind. Now, some few weeks ago, I brought you an update on the involvement of the NBA president with one Atiku Bagudu, who is now the Minister of Budget and Planning, on how they planned to make away with the alleged Abacha's loot. And lots of viewers did not confirm that. So this particular update will confirm to you the involvement of the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Barrister Yakubu Mikel, and other cohorts of his. Now, if you have doubts on this particular piece of information, you could go online and get that the authenticity or the legitimacy of this yourself. I'm going to blow your mind. Now, stay tuned. All those who came to my DM to really ask about or to really talk to me about the NBA president, Mr. Yakubu Mikel, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, I think this will confirm to you. Now, I think this will vindicate Nation's Voice Tower. You all saw how the treasurer of the Nigerian Bar Association, that is Barrister Caroline and the Bishop, opened the Pandora box of corruption against him and the NBA that he leads, allegedly. You could Google it and get information. Yes, Barrister Caroline and the Bishop has exposed the NBA president on his illicit dealings in the NBA and outside the NBA. This man is now known as, I don't want to say a common criminal, but he is somebody who has illicit dealings he indulges in. He has lots of skeletons in his cupboard. Now, he has finished the NBA. Yes, let me use that word. He has finished the NBA. He has, over time, used his nephew and other allies and his cronies to extort money and launder billions of Nigerian naira, not only from the NBA, but from politicians that have lots of tribunals all over Nigeria, and politicians who have a link to the NBA somehow, either by hook or by crook. Now, he has got a political ambition. That is his main aim. And he can do anything to actualize that dream. Now, I gave you names of people like Nuhu Ribadu, who is the present National Security Advisor. I gave you names of Femi Gbajabiamila, who is now the present Chief of Staff of the President. I gave you names like Atiku Bagudu, and I gave you names of people like Bayo Nanuga, and then another name erupting from that list is Yakubu Mikel. These people have secret ambitions to govern Nigeria in a way, either indirectly or indirectly, all right? So, Yakubu Mikel is allegedly said to have the ambition to sell anything and anyone just to remain relevant and to remain in power, okay? He is a member of the APC in spirit and by proxy. You can confirm this because from the expose we have online today, we can tell you categorically and vehemently that Yakubu Mikel is a member of the APC by proxy. Yes, by proxy. He's a very, very corrupt man, and he doesn't hide his corruption from the public. You could make reference to my former content on Yakubu Mikel, the NBA president, and then you would know what I said pertaining him, and then you will confirm with this update and from your sources, because when you go online and Google information pertaining the NBA president presently, then you will have first-hand information on what I have been talking about over time. So I want to give us the necessities that are inculcated or that are found in this particular update. How does this update affect Nigerians back at home? Now, first of all, the NBA, that is the Nigerian Bar Association, is the platform that holds together all legal practitioners in Nigeria. Whether you're criminal law, whether you're practicing Sharia law, admiralty, or any sort of law, you will be under the NBA, whether you're mitigating or not. Now, the judiciary, which is an arm of government, a very, very important arm of government, has its platform or is affiliated to the NBA. Where am I going to? The tribunal. The Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal may be at stake with this revelation, because if the NBA president has been compromised, then I see no lawyer or I see no legal practitioner from the judges down to the last person that may not be compromised. Hence the reason why I am putting the loyalty of the chairman of the tribunal, Justice Haruna Samani Simon, into question. This tends to throw fear to what may be the outcome of the tribunal come few days from now. So with this that has happened to the NBA president, I hope the tribunal and its subsequent judgment will not be in jeopardy. That should bring us to the end of this particular update. Now, I want to talk about something that has been bothering the people of Bayelsa for a very, very long while now. The East-Western Road, that is what is called in Bayelsa. Now, roads in Bayelsa have actually received lots of attention from Senator Doye Diri, who is the governor, and it cannot be overemphasized, although they are not political statements, but we could actually say authoritatively from sources in Bayelsa that the governor has tried his best to, curb the issue of road maintenance over time. But there has been this road that has been a conundrum to the people of Bayelsa and has paved way for high level of flooding to the people of that area, the East-Western Road. Now, it has been neglected over time by the federal government, despite whooping sums of hundreds of millions of naira injected into the maintenance of these roads. The federal government tends to, pay deaf ears to the maintenance of this particular road. So, talking about this, I have one Mr. Wakede Ere Davidson. Mr. Davidson is the head of department of the Climate Change Ministry of Environment, Bayelsa State. He has more light to throw on this particular issue concerning the East-Western Road. I think he has lots of information on that. So stay tuned for Mr. Davidson.
To respond to your question, the first part of it, the state government has made robust preparations. Thankfully, His Excellency Senator Doye Diri established the Directorate for Flood and Erosion Control, and since after creation, the agency has swung into action, and several canals have been opened up. There is a lot of desilting going on, especially within the Enegwa metropolis. I can tell from Igbogene axis down till Ipie, most canals have been desilted. Many roads have culverts, new culverts that have been put in place. For example, the Amasoma Tombia Road, where 3 sections of the road were cut off by the flood. We have about 3 very gigantic culverts that have been put in place, and that has been replicated in different parts of Bayelsa State. Bond walls have been created around several communities, bond walls so that it will prevent flood from overrunning some communities. Those efforts are going on in Bayelsa State, and we commend the governor for being this proactive this particular year, because it's before the flood is coming and most canals are being desilted. Having said that, as for the East-West Road, yes, it calls for concern, because we have not really seen any tangible, visible efforts in terms of repair and upgrading and redesigning of the road. We thought that by now, of course, as being conscious of the fact that approval was given, and the sections 2, which of course Bayelsa falls into, we are aware that approval was given over 140 something billion. Nothing has really happened. And very unfortunately, we can predict. We don't need a prophet. When the floods come, if on the asphalt roads could be worn off by the forces of the moving water, I just wonder this particular roads that no action has taken place and there is no impervious asphalt layer on it. I can tell you the carnage, the disaster that is impending, that is waiting to happen.
Okay, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. And I would love to say categorically that every state in Nigeria has its own headache, especially as regards to infrastructural development, road maintenance, unemployment, insurgency, and so on. So I would say that the federal government needs to put all hands on deck to make all states work. Remember what the president on seat said. He was asked what his manifesto or what his plans will be in office. First 100 days, he said, keep the ground running, or whatever he said. But we can't see him keeping the ground running, all right, or hit the ground running. We can't see him do any of those things. He has only ended up making policies that have failed over time. So we will keep on calling the federal government to pay attention to federal roads, especially in the south region, because these people have suffered enough. Now, finally, I would like to go strictly political now. Now, members of the Labour Party in Edo State, the Edo State chapter of the Labour Party, have passed a vote of confidence on their chairman. There has been an issue of hierarchy between the chairman of the party in the state, Comrade Kelly Ogbalue, and one Mr. Okukwe. They have been dragging this hierarchy for a very, very long time now. But a court, an honorable court, has affirmed the fact that Honorable Kelly Ogbalue remains the authentic and legitimate chairman of the Labour Party in Edo State. Thus, the state's executive committee have called a press conference to pass a vote of confidence, saying they support the chairman, that is Comrade Kelly, and they are solidly behind him, come what may. Stay tuned to listen to a cutaway from the brief press conference by members of the Labour Party, Faraway, Edo State. More details after the break.
It's a communique issued by the Executive Committee of Labour Party in its meeting of 29th August 2023, released to the press. Having reviewed the activities of the party vis-à-vis the imminent local government elections and other matters worthy of concern, the party executive committee resolved as follows: that the state executive committee reaffirmed that Comrade Kelly Ogbalue, KSC IIUN, is the substantive state chairman of our great party. Added to this is that the dissident fugitive Mr. Okukwe and other internet rats should be wholly disregarded, as there has been no changes in the party administrative hierarchy at the state. The State Executive Committee also urged the public to disregard the luciferious manipulations of the appeal court judgment by some dissidents parading themselves around the state as members of Labour Party. We further informed that these ones has been suspended from the membership of the party long ago. We therefore here again pass an explicit vote of confidence on our national chairman, Barrister Julius Sabure, as the substantive national chairman of our great party. ESCO reviewed the federal government palliative of 5 billion naira to cushion the effect of the severe hardship, the recent increase in petroleum product, and described it as an attempt to deceive the Nigerian people by the APC-led government. It is ridiculous that the APC government, whose position itself is such in such an insensitive manner to the people, is said to govern. What is the rationality in withdrawing the fuel subsidy and giving palliative to about 12 million Nigerian families than repairing the refineries that are currently in comatose.
All right, all said and done, I would say categorically that the Labour Party is gradually pitching its tent in a very, very good place where there is there are less storms and maybe less of tsunamis, you can say. So the Labour Party is making headway in addressing issues, hierarchy issues, and all that. So let's tell them kudos for all they've done and all they are doing. It's left for parties like the PDP and the APC to see if they will curb their own internal crisis. Hence the reason why the NNPP are at loggerheads right now. Lots of parties have internal crisis. So internal crises are not new to Nigerian political parties, but resolving them and with lots of vigor, energy, and in time makes you what you are and makes you an authentic and majority party. Thank you for staying with us over time. I would urge you to like our videos, share them, don't forget to watch till the end. If you're watching me for the first time, then tap the notification bell as well as the subscribe button so that you will always link up with me anytime I'm on air. See you next time. Bye.